Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I am the Pick a Card Empress, and today we're asking, what is your superpower? Whether it be a psychic gift, artistic gift, whatever it is that you're meant to discover about yourself, or maybe you already know, okay, but I might give you new ideas about how to apply it. This is all about you. So, for pile number one, we got green calcite, one of my favorite, and the Cosmic Tarot. Pile number two, Crystal Unicorn Tarot, and Rose Quartz Heart. Pile number three, Pyrite, and the Muse Tarot. And pile number four, I have no idea which silica this is. Guys, I gotta find out for you. Okay? I can't keep saying I don't know. Right? I'm gonna go back to the store and ask them. I was just attracted. And the Tarot of the Year. Beautiful deck. So do your thing, pick your piles, and I am going to be back with your reading. Alright guys. Hey, pile one, if you chose green calcite and the Cosmic Tarot, this is going to be your reading. So today, of course, we are asking, what's your superpower? What's your gift? What have you been given to use in this lifetime to raise the vibration of the planet? Okay, so before we get into things, let us get just an overall message from your guides that's going to point us in the right direction. So your gift or superpower? Your gift or superpower? Let's have a look. I'm looking for one of my stands here. 1 second, guys. Yeah, I wanted one of my stands. Okay, so let's have a look. Gift or superpower? All right, so we have discontent at this. We have discontent and we have muses. So it looks like you have a lot of creative gifts. Now I'm seeing the drama mask here. So maybe you might be a good actor, good actress. Maybe that's something to do with the opera. Maybe you play some sort of instrument. But there's also like spirit babies here that are also guiding you. Guiding you in a creative project. Interesting. Let's see. What do you guys have to say here? We have deprivation. We have prosperity, guides. You know what I'm getting from this? You know what's one of your superpower? You're one of those persons that know how to weather tough times. You know, times that's going to kill people, break people down. Maybe you know, some people might even, you know, opt out. Okay? You are just a soldier, a warrior. You just know that at some point, things are going to take a turn for the better. And there's like just prosperity, just a turn away. And you just make it. And people don't even know how you make it. But you just make it. But it's because you're always believing in the hand of fate, in the hand of God, in the hand of Creator, in the hand of Source energy. That's you know, Spirit is just going to lift you out of it at any point in time. So it's like your eternal optimism is one of your superpowers. But you are a warrior. You are a survivor. You are a survivor. You were made strong. You were built strong. Tough times don't last, but you do. You are a warrior. Things that would break other people, you're there like, okay, yeah. Been there, done that, have the t-shirt. What's next? What's next? You know? You are a warrior. A spiritual warrior, but just a survivor. You know, you've been through some shit. And your hard work is about to pay off. That's just an aside. Okay. I think some of you, you are a writer, because we did see that muse. So maybe even a playwright. Okay. But there's definitely here about, there's definitely a creative project, but definitely a writer. There's a book inside of you that wishes to be expressed. Make the time to write. And I do think it's about your challenging times. This is going to inspire somebody. Now remember, every talent that we have, and talent is the things that we don't have to work. We don't have to really work at. We can develop them, yeah, but we're born with this thing. Okay, so I think one of the talents that you were given, one of your superpowers, is this written word. And every talent that we have comes from God, comes from spirit, comes from source, comes from the divine. It is a spiritual gift. And people don't realize that they think spiritual gifts, you're using your third eye, you're channeling. No. Because even when you're writing, you are channeling. So for some of you, you have a book inside of you, and it's because people are going to be inspired by the things that you went through and the things that you have persevered through. You're really a wounded warrior. That's what I'm getting with this pile. All right, so we get these three. Let's have a look. Let's see what else is here. We have school. So I'm really getting off the back. Teacher. It says the answer you're seeking for involves going to school. But I don't think that you are the one that's studying. I think you are the one imparting knowledge. I'm feeling like Hierophant vibes. You have that gift of wisdom. And you only get wisdom through experience. The rest is just knowledge. But you have that gift of wisdom. And you get wisdom by integrating the knowledge that you've gained. By going through shit. By going through shit. So some of you guys, you are natural teachers. You're the master teacher. And it's because you have gone through stuff and you've had to let go. You've had to forgive in order to keep your heart open and not sink into bitterness. So for some of you, you might be able to write or to teach about forgiveness and letting go. Maybe there were crazy situations in your life where you just had to walk away with maybe just the clothes on your back. Maybe just the clothes on your back and a dog. Some of you guys have survived homelessness. But this was not by guess. This is all through the grace of the divine. Yeah, you had to walk away. Some of you guys had to walk away. And they're reminding me of that story of Oprah. And, just leaving home, not knowing where she was going, but knowing that she could not stay where she was. That's the vibes that I'm getting with this. That you walked away from crazy ass situations, cold turkey. Cold turkey. Not knowing where you're heading. Not knowing where you're going. But just knowing that you can't stay. So whether it is relationships, whether intimate relationships, whether it is cutting ties with family members, you've done that. You've chosen yourself. And there's something about this that people need to hear. There's something about this that people need to hear. And people need to hear about your triumph over adversity and then stepping onto your spiritual path. People need to hear this. This is your superpower. You are a warrior. And you are an author. You're a teacher. And it says keep doing what you're doing because it's working. So you have, you've cracked the code, right? You've cracked the code. You've cracked the code. And now you're meant to teach others. You are Superman, Superwoman, Super them. Because the things that you've been through would have broken other people. And perhaps you were broken. Maybe you were cracked open to spirit. But you are a survivor. And there's lots of things that you can impart to others having gone through this experience. Let's see what else is here. This is my warrior pile. You've been through some shit. Some of you, and I'm going back to cold turkey. Some of you guys beat an addiction just like that. Cold turkey. You did it. You did it. And you can teach others because you are the ever unfolding rose. You've had to reincarnate and reinvent yourself so many different times. And you've also accepted that everything that has happened to you has happened for you and has not just happened to you. And that's an important lesson to learn in life. Because if we think that everything is happening to us, it's easy to get into a victim mentality. And when we get into that victim mode, we give away our power, we give away our agency. But if we accept that everything is happening for us and happening for that moment when we decide to step onto our life path, then you put yourself into a place of empowerment. And I think this is what has happened to this pile. You've been through some shit, but you realize that everything has happened really, really and truly. It's not just something you say. Really and truly has happened for your highest good. You believe that with your whole soul. That has happened for your highest good. You do. It's not just a platitude. This is something that you live and embody. Now it says here, Imrama, and it says, where are you being called to journey to? And I'm really getting, again, that fool's energy that I got right here with the letting go card. I think that you have started over so many times. And you have taken leaps of faith, taken steps in the dark, that you are an old pro now. And Spirit is letting you know that you are about to step onto a new path as well. There's something else that's unfolding here for you right now. I really do think this is your life purpose opening up for you. And Spirit says it's expansive. And Spirit says it's abundant. All you have to do is go with the flow. You don't have to do much. Go with the flow because you're already doing it. Spirit told you you're already doing it. So I really do get from this persons who are deeply psychic, because I'm getting High Priestess vibes with this whole card, right? I'm getting High Priestess vibes. The amount of water that's here, I'm also getting Queen of Cups. And she's a psychic also. So I do think that you have deep psychic gifts, okay? And a lot of you guys may have the ability or maybe granted permission to journey to the Akasha. I don't know why this is giving me Akasha vibes today, right? Because the Akasha doesn't look like that to me. But I'm getting Akasha vibes today. Like you're able to cross these different dimensions. And some of you may be even able to do shamanic work like SRT, karmic clearing, that kind of thing. Because this also looks like, when you're journeying to the underworld to retrieve a soul fragment or something like that. That looks like that to me as well. So I'm getting that you are one of those persons, you have access to different realms of consciousness. Okay, but you also have a lot of emotional intelligence because you've been through the gamut. You've been through it all. So on this 3D level, you have the wisdom, but you also have access to collective wisdom and collective intelligence. You have access. That's what I keep getting. You have access. We have unbound, because you've been able to free yourself from addictions, from codependence, from low vibing entities and energies. And that's what I was getting with SRT as well. So if you're interested in that, I think my next intake is going to be 1/11. So that's the 11th of January. The 11/11/1 intake is already full. So the next time is the 1st of the 11th of January. I do think that some of you guys have the ability to do shamanic work. It says releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past life. Remember I told you guys about the karma clearing? I really do think that you have this gift. You have the aptitude for this work because not everybody has the aptitude for this work. You have to be able to vibrate really, really low and also vibrate really, really high. And not everybody has the access to those different realms of consciousness. But I think you have access to the underworld and to the higher dimensions. You have contact with lower forces and higher forces. And I think it's because you've come into unity with self and because you have accepted your shadow. You've done a lot of shadow work. A lot of shadow work. I'm also getting for this pile as well, a lot of generational karma being transmuted by you. You know, you're like the chosen one kind of thing. Okay? Yeah, chosen to do this work. That's what I'm getting. Chosen to do this work. And 444, just as I'm saying, 144, just as I'm saying that. Chosen to do this work. But I'm getting that you can also do this work from others, for others. Soul patterns, contracts, past lives. It's exactly as I said. Soul retrieval. Akashic work. Past life journeying. Regression. Anything like that. I think you have the propensity and the aptitude to do that. I think this is part of who you are naturally. Let's go into the tower and let's see if we pick up on anything else. But what I'm getting, you know, you too, by the next full moon, would have gone through a major ascension process, and even more superpowers are going to be given to you. That's what I'm getting. It's this is an ascension. Even more superpowers. So even this will not tell you the totality of what you're able to do, because I'm getting that you're gonna get another upgrade pretty soon. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Okay, Queen of Swords in reverse. Now, you know, this is karmic energy. And it's usually the verbally abusive karmic. So there could be something here about you transmuting some sort of karma, maybe related to a harsh mother energy. Or maybe you even coming out of being this sort of hypervigilant kind of person because of your experiences. Or there may have been times in your past where you've not been your authentic self. I think you're definitely transmuting that, and you've evolved. So that ability to change and again reinvent, just like Cher, reinvent yourself. That's also superpower. So let's have a look. Let's see what comes through the tarot here. Woo! The card flipped and did everything. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse. I'm getting transmutation here, and I'm also getting some past life stuff here. I'll tell you what it is. I knew this would come out because that's part of the message that I'm seeing. The Devil. Before I even get all the other cards, you see these gifts that you've been given? And this life purpose here, rescuing others from the darkness. This is part of your karma. It looks like in a past life you misuse your spiritual gifts. For some of you, you may have even made some sort of contract with a dark force entity. You may have already released this in this lifetime. But part of paying that karmic debt is to release others. This is what I'm getting. From the time I saw that Ace of Wands reverse, that's what I got. So even in past lives, making all kind of pacts with demonic entities, you're meant to change that in this life. You're meant to be this King of Pentacles, stable, steady. And he's always that king that has integrity. People trust this King of Pentacles. And that's because you spilled a lot of blood. I don't know why I'm getting that. I don't usually get with Five of Cups in past lives. That's what I'm getting. So part of the work that you're doing in this life is to pay off a karmic debt. And you do that by helping others clear their karma and helping other people to set themselves free from devil energy, which could be addictions, okay, codependency, or from actual devil energy like, demonic or low vibing entities. You have survived a lot of heartbreak. A lot of heartbreak. Been through some toxic relationships. Some of you, there's some sort of sex addiction, or maybe even in this life, you may have misused your spiritual power. Sometimes when we don't know that we have spiritual gifts, we misuse them. For example, we might think, okay, I'm just perceptive, and then I use my perceptive abilities to manipulate others. But really, it's really a psychic gift that you have. You're intuitive. So maybe in the past, in this life, you may have even abused those powers. But what I'm getting, back to the first point, is that you've been through a lot of heartbreak in this lifetime. But I'm really getting a karmic connection with that as well. But Spirit is saying this is almost over, if it ain't over already. Because there's this King of Pentacles that's coming your way. There's a stable partner that's coming your way. Because you've done so much work. But there's more though. Spirit is calling on you to do more. And pull a card on that, devil. Spirit is calling on you to do more. There's more. Yeah, because you're going to help other people to say goodbye to that. Because you have done it, you're going to help others. Others who feel alone and unsupported, you're going to be there for them. It's part of your karma. Now, that doesn't mean you give yourself away and give all the energies away, Because even as you're doing this, you're going to love yourself. Okay? But I'm getting that this is your life path. This is your life path. So part one, I'll put a link for SRT classes. I'll see if Charlotte is doing anything as well, but I think you have the propensity for that kind of work. I do. Okay. All right, so let's get a last bit of advice from Spirit, but I really do think in this pile you are the gurus, the authors, the shaman, spirit release therapists, Akashic record workers. You have access, right? And Spirit saying joy and delight is coming your way. So let's have a look. What's the last bit of advice from Spirit for this pile? Right? There is heavy karmic that's here. Okay, I'm going to take all three, but whatever. All right, so the first thing is Spirit saying, listen, the universe hasn't given up on you. Okay? Expect miracles to come your way. All you have to do is just follow your intuition. Okay? You've done such great work and the universe wants to reward you. All you have to do is believe in yourself. It says expect the wondrous to emerge. So just when you might have given up and think, you know what, maybe this whole life is just going to be hardship, there's this big transformation. I told you, transformation that's coming for you. A fresh new way of living emerges. So I told you, you're on a new path. We saw with this card, you're on a new path. But the phoenix is rising from the ashes, rising from low vibrant energies and ascending. And I do think you're going to be doing that to yourself if you're not done that already. And you're going to be helping others do that. And then we have navigating by the stars. So some of you guys are meant to be astrologers. Astrologers. And it says, follow your bliss. So right now, Spirit wants you, just follow your intuition. Follow the path that brings you the most joy. Go with the flow. Remember that card? Go with the flow. Okay? You're already doing it. You're already tapped in. All you have to do is believe in yourself. Okay. All right, Power One. So that was your reading. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. I thank you so much for everything that you guys do for this channel. Take care. All my love. Bye. Power 2, if you chose the Crystal Unicorn Tarot and the Rose Quartz Heart, this is going to be a reading. And we are asking, what is your superpower, your psychic gifts, your talents? We're going to figure out, if you don't know, and you might have some idea, what you're meant to do in this life. What gifts have you brought forward to help raise the vibration of the planet? So before we start, I'm going to go into this Ask Your Guides deck. And let's see if we get an overall message that is going to guide this reading. Maybe some of you guys are singers, or there's something with your voice that you're meant to use. Okay, what do we have here? We have business, and it says Venus. And you know, Venus is all about art. It's about love. It's about aesthetics. It's about beauty. So anything along those lines, good food, good drink, company, you know, all those Taurian and Libra things, right? Yeah, but Spirit's saying you're making a business out of this. There's something that you love, a passion, something that you love. It might even be related to sex, even sex, love, sacred sexuality, that kind of thing. And you can make it into a business. This is what's going to make you abundant here. That's what I'm getting. Venus. Let me just have a small peek at that book, at that one. It says business. What number is this? Is it 52? Number 52, so that reduces to 7. So that's something divinely guided. Let me just look at this quickly. It says money, profit, blah, blah, blah. The abundantly prosperous and infinitely loving divine goddess Venus delights in guiding you in your business and money-making matters. As the goddess of love and relationships, she affirms that at the heart of all success in business, you'll find good relationships between people who trust one another. She points to new levels of mastery in applying love in order to create the most advantageous business partnerships possible. So you could even be going into partnership with a lover or just someone that you love and you trust. She wants to move you past any resistance to her garden of earthly abundance and learn the art of creating prosperity and success. With her assistance, you'll find that you genuinely love what you're doing professionally and have a new appreciation about who you work with. With Venus as your divine mentor, you'll be guided to the right place at the right time and blessed with the right ideas. Business is an art which you can master if you work from the heart and work with love. But I think you have already mastered this. This is what I'm getting. I think this is your superpower. They might as well have put just Midas at the bottom there, because what I'm getting is that you know how to turn any flicking thing, anything, into a business. You just know how to monetize. And you found the way to monetize the things that you love. And there are not many people like that. You know, there are a lot of people on this planet still caught up in the rat race. I mean, we're seeing a big shift out of that energy. And I think you're part of that movement. You're part of one of those leaders in that movement to shift people out of the rat race and into establishing businesses or making businesses out of the things that they love and out of their talents and their own abilities. Feel like you are on the front lines of this. This is what I'm getting. Just as Venus is your mentor, I think you are also a mentor. And you may not even be teaching people, although some of you might host webinars about this in the future. If you've not hosted webinars already, I think just by your example, maybe you walked away from the corporate role. You told them, fuck it. And you've made a business out of your artistic abilities. Maybe some of you singing, just I logged on to singing right away. Maybe you have some sort of spiritual business. Whatever it is, you have made a business out of something that traditionally people would not have monetized. And through that, you are teaching people how to follow their passions. They don't have to stay at that 9 to 5 or that 8 to 4. In the Caribbean, 8 to 4, right? Not 9 to 5 or 8 to 4, or work 2-3 jobs just to pay bills. They don't have to live to work. They can work to live. Or they cannot work at all. Because when you're truly enjoying something, you aren't working really. So I feel this is what you're doing. You're leading people out of the rat race. This is what I'm getting. What a lovely message. Okay, let's have a look. Let us go deeper. So you are leading people out of the rat race, right? That is your job. That is your job, right? Leading people out. You're showing them a different way of being. Underneath the deck, you're showing them how to be free. This is what I'm getting. You're a freedom fighter in a different way. You're showing people how to be free. This is your superpower. And you're showing people how to be free by being free yourself. I feel with this business thing, you have freed yourself from the rat race, or you're about to. Some kind of jailbreak about to happen, right? You freed yourself from that rat race. Because that's that's a matrix all on its own. It's a matrix within the matrix, right? The rat race, a matrix within the matrix. So you're helping to collapse that matrix that's inside the matrix, and collapsing that matrix inside the matrix is going to collapse the whole matrix eventually. This is what I'm getting. You're free to do what you choose. This is your superpower. I told you to turn your back. You told them, fuck it. Right? And you were divinely guided to do so. And if you've not done it already, you are being divinely guided to do so. The dolphins here. To turn your back and to be free. Know that you always have options. You don't have to stay there in that 9 to 5. In fact, your life purpose is not to stay there at that 9 to 5. Now we have body work. So some of you might be tattoo artists, or you're doing some kind of body sculpture, or you're in aesthetics, right? Helping people feel better about themselves by whether it's doing modifications to the body or taking care of the body, whatever it is. Venus it's all about those earthly things. Let's say, those Venusian things. It's about beauty and art, okay? And how to keep the body healthy. It says your life purpose involves body work, such as massage therapy, energy healing, physical therapy, and exercise training. All these are Venusian things. So any one of these, and this is going to give you your freedom, because you're going to be enjoying what you're doing. So there's definitely something about body work here. Now, I'm also getting, there's something about your physicality that is very much part of your life path and the templates that you're meant to collapse. Okay. For example, maybe you are not a traditional beauty. Okay, maybe you don't align to that neurocentric definition of what beauty should look like. Okay? That in itself is helping to collapse a particular template. Maybe you are not the optimum size. Because society has all kind of boxes that everybody needs to be in, right? In the animal kingdom, they don't tell the elephant to lose weight and look like the giraffe, but somehow they want to tell human beings that. But anywho's, There's something about your physicality that does not fit into the usual paradigm of beauty. Maybe you have scars all over your body. Maybe you have vitiligo. Just like that model who has vitiligo, right? There's something about you that's collapsing. Something about your physicality that's collapsing some sort of template. That is your superpower. So your quirk, what people call it a quirk, people call it your difference, whatever it is. That's just you, right? Whatever is different about you, whatever people notice about you, you are helping to collapse a particular template. Maybe your voice is unusual. Maybe you have weird ass fingers. I don't know. There's something about you that is different, that does not fit into the prescribed box by society. Something about your it's your physicality that does not fit into the prescribed box by society. Maybe they think you're too short, or maybe they think you're too tall. Whatever it is, society always have all kind of opinions, right? But there's something about your physicality that's showing people, yes, this is also beautiful. I do not have to be tall, skinny, and blonde. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with being tall, skinny, and blonde. Right? But it's when people start doing prescriptive things and saying this is what you should look like, that's when that becomes an issue. But there's something about your physicality that's teaching people that beauty comes, that everybody's beautiful. This is what I'm getting. Everybody is beautiful because, Venus is about beauty. And everybody has something beautiful about them, and everybody is beautiful. Remember, we're made in the image of the divine. So that's what I got with that card. We have support. What's your superpower? You're so strong. You're so strong, and one of those people who you're so strong, nobody really checks up on you because you're strong. They know that you can handle it. I think you're one of those. This is your superpower. This is your superpower. I'm definitely getting you a healer. And you're definitely going to be supporting others in that way. This card says your life purpose fully supports you. Okay, but Spirit's saying, even those times when you feel like nobody has your back, Spirit wants to know that they have your back. Okay, so you're definitely a healer. And as you heal, you're also going to be healed by Spirit. So don't ever think that you are alone. And maybe you do feel alone sometimes. Maybe you do feel burdened. Maybe you do resent having to do this on your own. But Spirit says part of your superpower is your strength. And know that you are being strengthened for the journey. Because a lot of people are going to be leaning on you. Your superpower is you're a good friend. It's like you know just what to say to lift others up, or you know just what to do to make people feel like they are supported, even if it's just sitting in silence. Some people feel awkward in certain situations. They don't know what to do or what to say, and then they end up saying something dumb. You're never like that. You know what to do or to say or not do or not say that makes other people feel supported, and that is a beautiful gift to have. I think you're just so strong. You are just so strong. Like they showed me like a column. And then when we heard it, healer. It's a superpower. Just your aura, your energy is healing to others. Some of you might even be in the medical field. Okay, but that is how you're channeling the healing energy that's already in your hands and already flowing through your channel. Okay, so you are a channel for spiritual energy. Because you are a channel for spiritual energy, you basically can do anything, quite frankly. Any of the psychic gifts, psychic abilities out there, all you have to do is develop it. Once you have that, you're that clear channel for spirit, Just about everybody is, quite frankly. You can do anything. And we already talked about massage therapy. So these are the traditional healing methods. And then we have, modern medicine coming in here. So from traditional healing to modern medicine, you can do it all. It says you have the spiritual gift of healing, you see, and a desire to share it with others. So even when you're here, you're supporting others. It's your healing energy that you are lending them. And even in your presence, people are healed. Just by talking to you, just by being in your ambit, just by being in your aura. And the aura of the healer is very expansive. Several feet out there. So just being in your ambit, people feel a sense of peace, feel a sense of calm. They feel like everything is going to be all right. That's what I get. Let's go into the Work Your Light deck. Let's see what else we get here. Let's see the superpower. Let's see what else we get here. Underneath, Spirit saying, trust your path. It says, if you knew you would be supported. And Spirit's letting you know that, again, so Spirit's letting you know. So I do feel like some of you watching this, you've been feeling alone. You've been feeling unsupported by people, by the universe, because people don't think that you need support because you're always so strong. But sometimes you want to fall apart too. I do think so. Sometimes you want to fall apart too. But Spirit's saying they have your back. They have your back. Take those leaps of faith. They have your back. We have Lumeria. So definitely Lumeria is coming through. I know Lumeria. I always think about crystal healing. So some of you definitely could be able to, channel the energy of crystals to heal other people. So you may have an affinity for crystals. And then it says here, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. I know every time you think about heaven, you think about beauty. Okay, we go back to Venusian things again. So there's something about your practice, something about the work that you do, something about the business that you have that's creating this heaven on earth. And it might be through something visual. Okay, whether it's art, we had body work here, we had healing. You are. I'm also getting, like you might be able to do Akashic work. That's what I'm getting. Because remember, Lumerian crystal, they hold the Akashic records, right? They hold past life records. So for some of you watching, you might be able to do Akashic work. And then we have answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? So what I'm getting from this, and there's a lot of downloads coming in through this woman's crown. I remember I said that you are on the front line. So I feel that for some of you guys, one, you've answered the call of spirit to be free, because remember that we had that under the deck. But I'm also getting that you're also channeling messages for others as well. Because you're such a clear channel for spirit. There's definitely something here about crystal healing. And you chose a crystal unicorn. So I would say for this pile, there's a heavy relationship to crystals. Because we have Lumerian here, and right away we're thinking about Lumerian crystals. The Lumerian quartz. And then we have more crystals here. All around this woman is crystals. So there's definitely something here about crystal healing. I would take some kind of crystal healing course or something like that. Or even if you combine crystals with this Venusian energy, maybe you're making jewelry, bracelets, rings with crystal stones, that kind of thing. So things that are healing but also look beautiful. So for example, you know those core buttons that persons who are ill or persons who are elderly wear? You know, I've always thought about, well, how can we make it more fancy and more beautiful? And then I saw people started doing it fancy and beautiful. Maybe you're creating a crystal knob for those. I don't know. But there's something with you making medical things beautiful. That's what I'm getting. Making medical things beautiful. So even if it's like bracelets for circulation, necklaces for healing, whatever it is, there's something medical that you're making beautiful by the use of crystals. That's what I'm getting as well. So definitely in this part, I'm feeling like jewelry, artwork. I saw a lady doing chess pieces out of amethyst. Those kinds of things. Introducing crystal healing into like every aspect of life. I saw a lady with someone was making crystal glasses that you can drink out of, or crystals to charge your water, whatever it is. Spirit saying like crystals, like crystals is your key to this abundance. There's something heavy about crystals going on here. So definitely a crystal healer, but there's something here about an affinity for crystals, and you got it because you're part of this Lemurian civilization. Maybe you're a crystal healer there. You know what? Steve Noel has a Lemurian healing temple meditation. I would go and listen to it. And whilst you're listening to it, see what visual you get. I feel like you're going to get an answer. I think it's a Lemurian healing temple meditation or something like that. If I find it, I will link it down below for you. Okay? Oh gosh, let me write that down because these days, the little brainy, sometimes I don't want to work. Okay, part 2, Lemurian meditation. And I think I was supposed to link something for part 1. Oh, part 1, I'm linking SRT classes because they were the shaman. No problem. Okay. At least I remember that. All right, so let's go into tarot and let's see if we get anything else. Spirit, any other messages on this for part 2? And there you guys with the crystal unicorn. So there's a connection here, but I feel like when you listen to that meditation, you're going to get a clearer idea of what you are meant to do. Because even when I was doing that meditation, even when he said to teleport into the temple, it felt like going into the Akasha. And Spirit is asking you to embrace your spiritual energy at this time. To embrace your spiritual power. Ace of Wands is also a creative project as well. What else are we getting? Knight of Cups. 6 of Wands. Page of Swords. And then we have Ace of Pentacles in reverse. You know what I'm getting from this? Spirit is saying, as long as you are following or doing things that you love or investing in things that you love, you're always going to have success. And Spirit is saying in the past, the things that sabotaged you were your thoughts. For some of you, I'm getting another message here. You may have had someone where you guys had missed opportunities in the past. You may even be in separation or no contact with this person. This person's coming back in here. They want to win your hand. That's just an aside. All right, so let's get the last bit of advice for you. but you're all about the beauty. Beauty and healing, and perhaps healing the physical body. Beauty and healing. Okay. Underneath the deck, we have begin now, take your first step. So Spirit saying, take that leap of faith. Once you are doing something that you love, you are bound to get success. Okay. Let's see what we have here. We have Journey by Moonlight. And you know the moon, oh, it's 2 cards actually. And they're all both purple. So highly intuitive pile here. Okay. And it says Journey by Moonlight. And you know, that's about following your intuition. Okay. The moon is all about the intuition. And the moon represents feminine energy as well. So there could be something particularly pertaining to feminine energy. Aphrodite, Venus. That might make you prosperous. Or it could be your divine feminine energy, your high priestess vibes, your spiritual work. Because divine feminine energy is about being receptive, and that's your spiritual work. That's going to make you abundant. And it says believe in magic. And I'm getting believe in the magic of you. Because some of you have not really started to unpack, to unfold your spiritual gifts as yet. Just believe that you can do it, because you are highly intuitive. Some of you guys work with the fairy realm. I see them all around you, so maybe tapping into that might help as well. And then we have passion and pleasure, and that's, you know, that's Venus or right there, right? Venus and Aphrodite. That's all about that. And it says savor your life. So Spirit saying, as long as you are enjoying yourselves, as long as you are following your bliss, as long as you're pursuing pleasure, you can be sure that you're going to have success. Okay, and I think living your life by this code is going to inspire a lot of people. Because this person is free. And look, she's singing, she's dancing, she's playing an instrument. This person is free. So you just being free to be yourself and allowing the energy of the universe to flow through you and into others. This is part of your life path, and it's part of your superpower, just being happy. Your intuition and being happy and being free. There's something, freedom is your motto. That's what I'm getting. Okay, my love, I am so grateful for everything that you do for this channel. Your likes, shares, subscribes, dislikes, they all help the channel grow. Those of you who've been clicking on the ads, those of you who've been donating the cups of coffee, thank you so very much. Take care. Much love. Bye. Hey, pile 3, if you chose the Pirate and the Muse Tarot, this is going to be your reading. Okay. Right away, they tell me you're a creator. And it's so weird, because a sacred creator, because they show me sacred, they show me sacred creator. And I've never even noticed those things on the deck, right? So there's a spiritual project that you're meant to bring into being. But most of us are anyway. Might have a lot of Libras and Tauruses in that pride, because my alarm went off just then. But there's also a message here about taking care of your body. Because they show me a woman that's pregnant, which is the Empress. When we talk about the creator in the tarot, it is the Empress, okay? The Magician is a manifester, but the Empress is the creator, okay? And they show me this woman who's pregnant and a lot of energy in her belly. So some of you might be or should be preparing, it looks like, for pregnancy, but others of you are preparing to give birth to something, some kind of spiritual project. Could be a deck. Anyway, that was just an aside. That was just an aside. Some of you may even go on to make some kind of like a spiritual publishing company. That's what I'm getting as well from this deck. So before we get into this, and today we are asking, what is your superpower? What is your superpower, spiritual or otherwise? Because everything that we have, every talent that we have is a spiritual gift, okay? Is a superpower. Underneath the deck, the muses. You see, I get it again. So you may have run into maybe some kind of, oh, Jesus. You know, sometimes you just can't get the words. Creative block. Creative block. Spirit is coming to unblock you, right? Some of you are artists. Okay. I think you guys need to watch part 1. That's what I'm getting. Let me get it. Yeah. Sorry. This is my little notes also. I wouldn't remember what to link with what. Okay, so part 3. Watch part 1. Yeah, definitely. So you guys need to watch part 1 because it's the exact same card that's underneath the deck. So you might have run into some sort of spiritual block, some kind of spiritual block. So your creative block was a spiritual block, and it's because there was something about you that was not yet authentic. So you weren't ready to produce whatever it is you were supposed to produce because you weren't embracing all of yourself at that time. My throat going nuts now. Yeah, you were the creative block was a spiritual block, and that was for you to go even deeper inward and really discover the totality of who you are, including your shadow. The shadow right here. You're now integrating the shadow into your work. So you're now integrating complete you into your work. Now embracing your strength. This is card number 8. And that is what is going to make your project so successful. All right, so let's have a look. We have Judgment. It was for your awakening. And there's a lot of blue in this card. It's the first blue card I've seen from this deck, quite frankly. Yeah. Your higher self orchestrated this. It was for you to go deeper, to shine a light, go deeper. Look closely with that magnifying. Look closely at who you really are. It was for you to wake up and align with your higher self. So now when you're going to produce this project, whatever it is, whatever you're going to give birth to, it is going to embody the totality of who you are, the totality of your experiences. So it may even be a book. And if it is a book and you've been getting that in your consciousness, you could watch part 2. Yeah, but your higher self did that because they wanted you to end a cycle of self-punishment. Again, a lot of bloodshed here. Self-punishment, beating yourself up, self-sabotage, crazy-ass relationships. They want you to see things from a different perspective, see you from a different perspective. And that's why you went through that creative block. Your higher self did this. It was for you to take charge of your life and especially take charge in the arena of love, because this was making you imbalanced. So what is your superpower right now? Your superpower is that you are awake. You are awake and you have awareness. You're seeing everything from a higher perspective. Yourself, other people, your relationships, other people's relationships. You see it all. You are tapped in. You are at one with your higher self. That is your superpower right now. When you are at one with your higher self, anything is possible. Things just kind of take off. I'm getting as well compassion. Compassion for yourself, compassion for others, because you're looking at your life through this microscope and really examining everything that happened. And when you're doing that, you're taking accountability as well for some of the bloodshed, right? Maybe before you were in victim mode. Okay? Alright, everything else was the person's fault. But no, you're seeing everything. You're seeing yourself. You're seeing them. You're seeing the circumstances, the energies. You're seeing where they came from, where you come from, how this play into it. You're seeing everything. You're seeing the whole board. Maybe you're just seeing your square on the chessboard. Maybe some of you guys are chess players. Maybe you're just seeing your square on the chessboard. But now you're seeing the whole board, the whole play. Game over. Nobody can beat you again. So you're no longer a victim. You are a mastermind, puppet master. I don't know, again, puppet master vibes, right? So you can make anything happen because you have awareness. And that's your superpower right now. Awareness and awakening. AA. So for some of you, you may have even rose out of some sort of addictive cycle. An addiction to what it's a substances, toxic relationships, whatever it is. You rose out of that. You are in that place of awareness. That's your superpower. All right, let's go into these life purpose cards and let's see if we what else do we get? What other superpowers do you have? What other superpowers do you have? Pile 3. You're an energy healer. And you are a good energy healer because you have managed to heal yourself. This is what it's all about. So remember we talked about you just not just having a creative blockage but a spiritual blockage. So maybe you guys might have been going through a period, a void. I feel like a void period. Where you would have gone through some sort of void period where you just weren't feeling that connection to spirit. You just wasn't getting those strong downloads as before. Maybe you weren't connecting with your guides as strongly as before. All this was to allow for the healing of your 3D relationships, for you to see the larger perspective. It was an ego death. And now that you've gone through that process, this is going to come back full on. So your superpower, you are a natural healer. Okay? And you are meant to heal others, now that you've healed yourself. And of course, there'll always be layers of healing, but these are the big lessons. You've learned the big lessons. Everything else is going to be child's play. Okay? Spirit's letting you know that you are a healer. So whether you do this energy healing through counseling, or maybe you could be some sort of life coach, or a massage therapist, crystal healer, whatever it is, this is your superpower. It says your natural energy healing abilities are an important part of your life purpose. So if you've not been attuned to Reiki, you can start there. And then there are other energy modalities that you can do. Moneki, crystal healing, whatever it is. Some of you guys might be able to do SRT as well. And that came up in Power 1. So you're definitely aligned to Power 1. Okay, but this is an important part of your healing. Healing others. Okay. Let's see what we get. Power 3 superpowers. It comes back again. It comes back again. You have the spiritual gift of healing and a desire to share with others. So some of you might even be in the medical field. Okay, modern medicine. Others may be called or feel aligned to traditional healing methods. So whether it's root work, being a herbalist, again, massage therapist coming through for me. Whatever it is, you're an earth angel in this respect. You have this natural healing ability. Even you that doing modern medicine, this is just a channel for what is already flowing through your core. You're a natural healer. Even just your aura is naturally healing to people. Your touch is naturally healing to people. Your work, sorry about that, guys. Your work, some of you guys get throat chakra blockage. Even your work, maybe you're afraid to be seen. You're afraid for your work to be seen. You have anxiety about people viewing your artistic work or something like that. You have to just get out there. It says engaging in artistic activities is beneficial to your career and every other area of your life. Yeah, because when you create something, it is authentically you. It is your time, effort, and your true essence and core energies that go into it. So maybe you have anxiety about people seeing what you create, okay? Because you're going to finally be seen by someone. But Spirit is saying, release that. Your work is meant to bring beauty to this world. So if you're an artist, look at pile 2. What else is here? We actually got 2 more. We have protected. You are safe and supported whilst you change your career. So some of you might have changed careers quite a bit in your lifetime. And this is a superpower. Being able to let go. Being able to reinvent yourself. Being able to trust the universe and trust yourself so much that you know what? You know that you are going to be supported. You're going to be protected. So this is your superpower, being able to listen to your intuition. For some of you guys, you are a spiritual warrior and you have extra protection because you're meant to do this work in this lifetime. So maybe some of you are called to do shamanistic work, called to do spirit release therapy maybe. Spirit is letting you know you're protected whilst you do these activities. This is a spiritual warrior. Some of you guys might be prayer warriors, right? Prayer warriors. Some of you guys as well, I don't know, I'm getting like advocates. Even advocates for, I'm seeing two groups here. I'm not going to say they're marginalized. 2 groups here. Advocates for persons who are non-binary. And also advocates for persons in the spiritual community. For them to be recognized. For example, there's certain platforms. Okay. Yeah, I get a real life example. For example, Wix, that everybody hosts websites on and all of that, right? As a light worker, you take a real chance if you're using Wix payments to process your work, especially if you are a tarot reader. Because fortune telling and psychic work is listed under one of their fraudulent activities. Yeah. Me and one of my friends learned that the hard way. So that's why we don't use Wix payments on our website. That's why we go through PayPal. Yep. And they wanted to take like all the money we had ever earned through Wix payments. So maybe some of you are advocates for issues like that. For us to be recognized and regulated. It's like I'm getting like an advocate for the community, for the collective. Some of you may even be placed in positions of power where you're able to effect this change. Others of you might be leading like grassroots organization. And it's because you have that warrior energy inside of you. I'm really getting that a lot of your past lives may have been as a soldier or a warrior. And then we have school. The answer that you're looking for involves going to school. So some of you guys may be called, I'm not again going back to school, although some of you guys may go back to school because you're meant to teach others, you're meant to be some kind of spiritual guru. What I'm getting is like, you're meant to school others, teach others. I'm really going back to that idea about the spiritual community and, like, about spirituality and spiritual beliefs, and demysticizing a lot of myths about the spiritual community, that kind of thing. That's what I'm getting. Like, you're schooling others. That's what I'm getting. For others of you, your superpower is that you remain teachable, meaning that you don't pretend to know everything in this world, and you're like a lifelong learner. So you're always searching for other truths that may resonate with you. You're always willing to learn. You're always willing. You might be doing any healing course that comes up. You're doing that healing course, that kind of thing. That's what I'm getting. You're very teachable. You stay humble. That's the word. You stay humble. And because of that, Spirit is granting you access to so much knowledge. Knowledge from the stars. Some of you may even be going back to school to study astrology. You might even be connecting with starseed brothers and sisters. But I'm getting like lifelong learning. And that's your superpower. Let's see what else is here. Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh. What the hell was that, guys? Sorry. What was that? This is a Work Your Light deck. Let's see what else is here. Underneath the deck, it says birthing a new age. And again, I'm getting back. I feel, and there's a lot of stars here too. It's like you are part of the education, like, the public education officers for the spiritual community. That is what I'm getting. It's like you are leading like this information drive. I don't know why I'm getting that. And look at what I have here. Birthing new creations. Hello, all right. Dreaming a new world into being, right? So you are a master creator, master manifester. Whatever you think, it manifests. So I'm getting, you're on the front line. You're on the front line of this movement, this shift into the Aquarian age. And the Aquarian age is about information, it's about technology. It is about the collective. You are on the front line. That's what I'm getting. All right, let's see what else is your superpower. That too, yeah. Okay. We have align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? But what I'm getting here is that you have put yourself back together again. That's what I'm getting from this card. This is your superpower. Humpty Dumpty couldn't do it, but you did. This is what I'm getting. You did. You collected all the little bits and pieces of yourself, all your soul fragments, everything, and you've just put yourself back together again after maybe many devastating losses and circumstances. I think you've been through a lot. And it fell to you to put yourself back together again and get into alignment with your life purpose, which is what you've done. Not many people can move past Humpty Dumpty. A lot of people are at Humpty Dumpty, where they can't put themselves back together, but you managed to put yourself back together. You collected your broken pieces and made yourself whole again, aligned to your higher self. In fact, your fall, your Humpty Dumpty moment may have been your awakening moment, that moment of awakening for you. So that moment when you felt shattered, broken, you don't know how you were going to go on, you didn't know how you were going to survive, that might have been your awakening. You just put yourself back together and brought yourself into alignment. Other persons would have stayed on the floor. But no, you gathered the broken pieces of yourself and single-handedly you put yourself back together again. And that is a superpower. And now look at you here. You are this massive channel for spiritual energy, but it is a return to self, because I'm getting a past life here in Egypt. And this is who you've always been. You've always been a priest or priestess. And it says the age of light. So we keep coming back to that birthing a new age idea. And you being on the front line. You're front line. Look, frontline staff. 1st Battalion. That's you. Braveheart. You know, Braveheart vibes? That's you. And listen, you've been training for this for lifetime, because this is not an easy task. To put yourself back together again and then come on the front lines and to lead a spiritual fight, that's not easy. And look at you here. Your heart's still open, no matter what you went through. And this is the hardest part. This is the hardest part. Going through all of this, being broken, being betrayed, being beaten down, whatever it is, and still keep your heart open to love, to people, to God, the universe, creator. That is a superpower, because it's so easy to become bitter and resentful after experiences like this. There are many people who can't do this, because the heart is the gateway to the upper chakras, and the heart is too wounded, it's too clogged up with grief, resentment, and bitterness. But you've transmuted all of that. You've cleared that density. And there you are, this beautiful warrior of light. Let's get some last bit of advice, and we're going to close off this reading. But that is beautiful. Underneath the deck, first light. You are first light. You are on the front line. I keep getting that. I'm beginning a new cycle, but I don't think you're just beginning a new personal cycle. I think you are on the front line of the beginning of a new cycle for the whole earth. You are this warrior. And it's because you're brave and courageous why you've been chosen. And Spirit is saying you don't have to worry. And look at the warrior here again. You're going to be victorious. You've always been victorious. A lot of you have led battles. You're there charging out front. I told you, you're brave heart. And it says take action with passion, because you are going to succeed. So don't be afraid to put your artistic work out there. Don't be afraid to go to medical school, whether it's no matter your age or anything like that. Don't be afraid to study something new. Don't be afraid to go back to university. Don't be afraid to learn, to get attuned to Reiki, whatever it is. Spirit saying you go right ahead. You have that brave heart. This is a brave heart pile. Oh, it's 3 cards. And Spirit is saying this is going to be the source of your abundance. You will always be supported and provided for. And it says abundance is pouring into your life. Look, all you have to do is put your hand out and it's there. And it's because of the work that you're doing. And then we have watching clouds. Lie back, rest, and relax. Spirit saying you don't have to do shit right now. There's a time for rest and regeneration for you. And I told you, a lot of you guys, you guys are going to be channeling books. You don't have to write the books, you understand? These books are going to be channeled. So there's no working it. All you have to do, use the dictation tool and open up your mouth. It's not going to be work. And even as you're rescuing the world, you're going to still have time to really savor what life has to offer. Yeah, I could do with this hammock right now. So guys, that was your reading. Grateful for everything that you guys do for this channel. I mean, just watching, your likes, shares, subscribes, your dislikes, your comments, donating cups of coffee, clicking on the ads, whatever it is. It's beautiful energy exchange, and I just want to thank you guys for it. Take care. Bye. Pile 3, I'm just realizing that I didn't pull any tarot cards for you guys. What the hell? What the hell? That's so strange. Okay. Let's see what the tarot has to say. We have the Lovers. Okay. So something coming through about your twin flame or soulmate journey. Let's have a look. Let's see how... Okay, we have the Hierophant. Okay. I already know the message, but let's get all the rest of cards. Taurus. We have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Seven of Swords in reverse. You know it is your superpower. And we have the Seven of Wands in reverse. You know it's your superpower. Well, remember we were talking about that you're like a spiritual guru, and here the Hierophant pops up. But that's not what I got when I saw the Hierophant there. What I'm getting, your superpower is the lessons that you've learned on your twin flame and soulmate journey. It looks like before you embarked on this twin flame or soulmate journey, you had a problem with establishing boundaries. Okay? You weren't being your authentic self. But through this journey, you've connected to your authentic self, your higher self, and you've taken off your mask. You're showing your true self to the world. Everything that was hidden about yourself, you're showing your true self to the world. Everybody knows who you are. Your light, your shadow. And this is what's paving the way for this new beginning with this Two of Pentacles in reverse. Because the Two of Pentacles in reverse for me goes to the Ace of Pentacles. This is why this new beginning is manifesting for you. And all this abundance, it's right on the abundance card. It's manifesting for you because you're finally showing the true you. You're allowing yourself to be seen. But before you are a people pleaser, you just wanted people to like you. So you put out that facade. Okay, this is who I am. Yes, I'm a saint. No. Now you're letting them see all of you. All of you. This is your superpower. Because you've embraced your light and your shadow. You've learned so many deep spiritual lessons. This is your superpower now. Okay. And now that's the end of your reading. Alright? Take care. Bye, guys. Hey, Pal 4, if you choose the Tarot of the Year and this silica, you know, I really have to find out the name of this. I can't remember. And this silica here, I'll go back to the shop. This is going to be your reading. This is going to be your reading. All right, so let's have a look. Let's see what's your superpower, guys. I'm going to go into this Ask Your Guides deck and let's get a general energy, overall energy for this reading. So what is your superpower? Now, every talent that we have, okay, every ability that we have is a superpower. It comes from creator. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a spiritual gift. Okay, let's have a look. We have deceit and we have guardian angels. All right, so what's your superpower? Your superpower is that you are heavily protected by the universe, especially from those who like to wear masks. And I think you might attract a lot of these, it looks like. People who were deceitful, who were hiding their true intentions, master manipulators. But you know, anytime we're attracting these persons to ourselves, there's something inauthentic about what we are projecting to the world. Now, I'm not saying that you're deceiving anybody or anything like that, but it could be that you're hiding a part of yourself from the world, or there's some kind of truth about yourself that you're not telling to yourself. Okay, but whatever it is, you are highly protected. So this is part of your superpower. You are protected and supported by the universe. I think your spirit guides might work overtime. Maybe you're accustomed to getting into a lot of scrapes and they're always bailing your ass out. I'm like that. Okay, what's your superpower? You're disciplined. Yeah, you're disciplined, or you've learned discipline, or you have gone through some tough karmic cycles. Okay, this is your superpower because you've learned a lot, or maybe you've learned a lot generally. Maybe you've had the discipline to do higher education, and there's a lot of you've learned, especially about DNA. I am getting about DNA, and this is the knowledge that you're meant to bring to the world and use. So maybe some of you guys may have specialized in STEM, but also in maybe in stem cell research or something like that. Okay, and you are a master teacher, so you're meant to teach in this life. Now, it doesn't have to be just in the scientific realm, because we have master number 33. Master number 33 is about mastering spiritual gifts. So you are meant to teach people how to either activate their DNA, or persons who have been activated, you're teaching them how to embrace or develop. This is what I'm getting. This is your superpower. You have the ability to teach, and not everybody could teach, right? Take it from a teacher, right? That was my first job. Not everybody could teach. A lot of people have knowledge. Yeah, and of course, there I'm going on. A lot of people have knowledge, but I can't teach. I can't even teach myself to put on the microphone, right? Yeah, a lot of people have knowledge, but to translate it to someone else in a way that they will understand, to harness the innate power of the student, not many people can do that. That's why teachers are, I feel, like a real gift from the universe, especially what I call foundational teachers. Teachers who are in kindergarten, and in those younger age groups where you're teaching children how to read and how to write, that kind of, you are a master teacher, because you're introducing the subject for the first time, and you have to get, your main purpose is to pass on a passion for learning, and not many people have that passion in the first place to pass it on to anybody. Okay, so teachers are so important, and I think this is what you're meant to do in this lifetime. And there are ascended masters behind you that you are going to be channeling, or you have been channeling. That's what I'm getting. You've been channeling ascended masters, or you will be. This is part of your life purpose here. So the ability to teach others, being that lifelong learner, this is your spiritual gift. I'm going to see how the energy unfolds. It's kind of sounding like pile number 3, but I have to see how the energy unfolds. I'm still going to make a little note of it. Pile 4, watch 3. But I have to see how the energy unfolds first. Okay, and I'll definitely know. Okay, so let's go deeper. So the overarching thing that is, you are a master teacher, a spiritual guru, teaching people how to unveil their psychic gifts, or just teaching, especially at the higher levels. Okay, so you're meant to be a professor, that kind of thing. It is tertiary education that I'm getting. Let's go into these life purpose cards, and let's see what we get. So that's your superpower. You're a teacher. You're a natural teacher. And right here we have children and we have counseling. Okay, so underneath the deck, and children comes back again. Yeah, it's about teaching and again passing on the passion and the love. And I'm really getting passion and love for the environment, for science, for the universe. Your life purpose involves helping, teaching, and healing children. It's passing on that passion. Yeah, you know the children are the future. You are leading them. You're showing them the way forward. The way that I'm really getting sustainable. For some of you, you might be coaching indigo children, crystal children, rainbow children, and allowing them to embrace and unleash your spiritual gifts, because the Lion, the strength card, is about your spiritual strength. All right, let's see what comes out. Let's get 3. And I see the rainbow wings here again. So some of you guys may be music teachers. You're teaching music. It says your connection to music is healing for yourself and others. So there's definitely an artist here. Okay. And this person has on a lot of blue. So it's about putting your complete self out there. And maybe you're doing that through some kind of artistic project, some kind of creative project. And it might definitely be music. So some of you guys are music teachers, or you are artists, music artists. And that work that you're putting out there is part of your life path. That's your superpower. Music is your superpower. You know, in Trinidad and Tobago, there's a song, music. Oh wait, the song. Music gives me my powers or something. Oh gosh, I can't even remember the bloody song now. But that's what I'm hearing. Music gives me music gives me the power that it makes me dance for hours kind of way. Right? Your superpowers is music. It's like your connection to music is your superpower. There's something about music that makes you feel empowered, and people feel that passion when you either sing or play. It's transformational. And it's transformational for yourself. It's kind of cathartic for yourself, but also a transformational experience for others who are listening or who are learning from you. And I'm still hearing that song in my head. Okay, what's your superpower? Well, you have a lot of leadership qualities. You know how to take charge of a situation. And there's a warrior energy here. I think you could definitely watch Pile 3. Okay, it's a different energy, but I'm getting the same warrior spirit. Okay, yeah, you know how to take charge of a situation. I think a lot of your lifetimes you led battles, you led causes, again, frontline, and you've brought these leadership skills into this lifetime because you're meant to be on the front line. But I'm getting it's like an artistic front line, because for a long time our artists and our artisans have not been appreciated for the work that they do for the planet, for the universe. You know, they create beauty for beauty's sake, but beauty has its purpose. Beauty is healing. Beauty is high vibrational. So they've never really been recognized for the high vibrational energy that they bring. But I think you're here, you're meant to show people that. I'm meant to make people see that. So it's the appreciation for the artist. I think this is part of your life purpose. You're a leader. But I think you can lead any bloody thing anyway. You have natural leadership qualities. and you're an energy healer. Your natural healing, energy healing abilities are important part of your life purpose. So for some of you guys, but I don't think it's just energy healing, but teaching. And we have master here. So you might even be doing energetic attunements. Passing on healing modalities to others. So maybe some of you are already Reiki masters, but I think you're going to be teaching. You're going to be those masters passing this on to students. But I'm getting like even just your energy is healing because you are standing in truth. You see, you've embraced your true self. There's a lot of blue in these cards. For some of you guys, you have that rainbow aura. We call it the aura of the healer. It's because your chakras are spinning at such a high vibration that it creates a rainbow aura. And you usually see this after you get some sort of energetic attunement. But some people naturally carry it their whole life. The aura of the healer. So this is a superpower. You have natural healing abilities, energies into your hands that you can put into anything. So maybe some of you guys may be making oils or soaps, clothes, paintings. But I'm really getting things that people might put on their body. Jewelry. Whatever you're doing, and you're infusing your own energy into it. And this is what people are feeling. They think that they're just attracted to these things because these things are beautiful. And maybe they are beautiful. And maybe they really do smell good. But it is really the energy in there that is pulling them in. And look, we have writing. So some of you guys are channeling a book. You heal, inspire, teach, and entertain with the words that you write. Yeah, so definitely watch Pile 3. It is definitely the same energy. Okay, you're meant to write a book. And you're not even writing it. That's what I'm saying. You're not even writing it. You are channeling it. That's all you're doing. I think it's the other pile I was telling. Turn on the dictation tool and just talk. The book is there. It's not even being written by you. You're just the channel by which it comes. So one of your superpowers is to be able to clearly channel spirit. And then you translate it into your creative work. Because a lot of people can receive messages and that's all they can do. But others can translate it and put it into different mediums for other people to understand. So a book, that's a different medium. A painting, a different medium. Your music, a different medium. But all of them containing the same energy. So you might have several creative abilities and talents, and you're able to translate the same message into different mediums for other people to appreciate. So you channel that energy, you put it into your music. Channel the energy, you put it into your soaps. Channel the energy, you put it into your lotions. Channel the energy, you're putting it into a book. Channel the energy, you're passing it on directly through some sort of energetic attunement. Or maybe some Reiki healing, crystal healing. So you're able to pass on your total channel. You're just able to allow that energy to flow through you and ground it into the 3D in so many different ways. Let's go into this work your light and let's see what else is here for you. Underneath the deck, we have soul family. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. So Spirit's letting you know that you are supported And it's the first message that we got. You're supported and protected, maybe more than other people. And it goes back to this writing card for me. You don't have to do much. All you have to do is be you and be that open channel, and everything is just going to unfold. Your soul family is waiting and ready to help you. Let's get a card from here. We have a yes. Spirit saying just say yes. That's all. And I think this is your superpower. Your ability to be receptive. Right? We talked about it already. Being that, look at here again. Being that channel for spiritual energy. Right? All that energy coming down from the upper chakras. Okay? So this is your superpower. Embodying that divine feminine energy. Just saying yes. Saying yes to spirit. Surrendering. This is your spiritual power. Surrender. Surrender. And then we have Sisterhood of the Rose. Beauty and devotion. Priestess. Mystic. Teacher. I told you. You are that channel for spiritual energy, and because of that, you can do anything. And I think you've always been this. You're just returning to self. I think a lot of you are meant to start an NGO. Whatever it is, it's either dealing with issues that impact mainly women or feminine energies. But yeah, I'm getting the same thing. Your main superpower is that you are a clear channel for spirit. You have that discipline. Because to be a clear channel, you need to be disciplined, especially with your spiritual routines, your spiritual practice. You have it. And that ability to keep your channel clear. I was going to say clam clear. I got a buzzing on my phone. So maybe some of you guys are abstinent, and a lot of priestesses were and are abstinent. And that kind of helps your channel to be clear, because you know that there's no energies that are fusing with yours to clog anything or to confuse you. You don't have to worry about another person compromising you energetically, because you know during sex there's always this energy exchange. Whatever they have, you will get, 3D and otherwise, right? 3D and otherwise. Whatever they have in the 5D, it's gonna be passed on. So usually when you're a priestess, it kind of helps that you're celibate. So some of you guys are celibate. And that's your superpower. If it's any constellation, maybe you'd rather have D, but that's your superpower, because you're able to keep yourself very clear and sovereign. Okay. All right, so let me pull some tarot. Let's see what else is here. Let me just give it a shuffle this way, because I notice. I don't know. I'm just gonna say it. I don't know why. Maybe because we were talking about clams, or I don't know. But some of you are bisexual or pansexual, and that's also your superpower, because you are displaying to the world the diversity of experiences in humankind, and maybe things that people consider taboo. You are letting the world know by your life that these things, they're natural. They're natural. Souls don't have genders. And we're just souls in clothes. I don't know. That came through, I just said. Okay. So let's have a look. Take it as it resonates, but that's what I got. What does Spirit want to bring to us? We have Queen of Wands in reverse. We have Justice in reverse. Okay, again, 2 messages for you already. We have a Knight of Cups. And we have 10 of Cups here. Okay, 2 messages. One for you and one about you. Okay, the one about you is this. In your past lives, in this life, you have a lot of karmic debts. I'm letting you know right now. And it's because you misuse your spiritual gifts. And that's why you're being called to be the priestess in this lifetime. There's a lot of karma that you're meant to transmute. Got that right off the bat. Okay, and this is why you have so much watery energy. So maybe you have water in some very significant placements, or maybe you don't. Right? This is why you have so much watery energy and you're able to be so receptive to spirit. It's because you're meant to use and harness. You're meant to harness and use all that energy for the light in this lifetime. You didn't always do that. You didn't always do that. So in this lifetime, you're meant to bring the light. You're meant to bring the healing to others and help them transform. It's part of your karmic debt. That's 1. 2, some of you guys are in third-party situations. I see a crazy-ass karmic here. I don't want to call them. All right, let me take that back. I'm seeing a mentally unstable karmic here that may not be taking their meds or something like that. They're kind of freaking out at this point in time. Okay? And they're freaking out because your person's coming towards you here to actual... yeah, I got another buzzing on my phone. To actualize this 10 of Cups energy that they feel that they can have with you. But you know what? You need to ramp up your spiritual protection, because this person, this karmic here, is coming at you energetically. A word to the wise is sufficient. Okay? This karmic is coming at you energetically. So you have to activate and really harness that priestess superpower right now. Okay? Yeah, they're coming at you energetically. Underneath the deck, discovering the truth. You stand in the light of truth. So, and that tells me about protection yet again. So let's have a look. Standing in the light of truth. So you're protected. You don't have to worry. I think that's the main message Spirit wants to bring across. It says reaching your destination. It says your light is shining brightly. So listen, you're doing what you're supposed to do in this lifetime. Okay? You're meant to be a bright light for yourself and a bright light for others. And Spirit is recognizing the work that you've been doing. That's 1. And this looks like, that's the twin flame bubble. So maybe you're doing this with your twin flame, with a divine partner. And then we have the dragon, uncovering treasure. And dragons are very protected. So again, as I told you, in this pile, extra spiritual protection. And it's because of the work that you're meant to be doing. It says, beneath the surface lies great bounty. So Spirit's saying that you still have powerful gifts that you have yet to unfold. Yep, that's what I got in. You have powerful gifts that you're meant to unfold. Dig deep. Dig deep. There's even more. You're powerful now, but Spirit's saying there's even more. Okay? All right, powerful. Thank you for everything that you do for this channel. Your likes, shares, subscribes, dislikes, comments, subscribes, cups of coffee, clicking on the ads. They all help our community grow, and I'm so grateful. Take care. Bye.